Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey guys. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It is Labrisha with Exceptionally Close Realty coming to you on this Thursday for another segment of Real Talk and Real Estate. I hope you guys had an amazing Thursday. It's almost Friday, guys. The weekend is almost here. So, today may be short. So today we're going to talk about down payment assistance. That's the topic of the week. And also probably starting in February, I believe. Probably February, I'm going to start inviting people on here to share their insight as well. People that have purchased homes. I'm going to have like a lender get on here and speak. Different people to go ahead and be able to talk to you guys so you don't have to hear my voice each and every week for the entire time. So let's go ahead and get started. And again, catch the replay if you do miss it. But just remember, guys, put it on your calendar. I do this every Thursday at 7 o'clock Eastern time. So if you're in Alabama, it's going to be 6 o'clock. But each week it's going to be something fun and exciting. I'm thinking of adding something. I'm thinking of adding something on Fridays. It's hard to say. I was like, Fun Fact Friday. So I'm thinking of adding that. So I may do one tomorrow because I got a few fun facts that I actually want to start saying, and they'll be quick, like, a minute. Just something real quick for you guys to be able to listen to. So, okay, let's get started. I know you guys want to hear about down payment assistance, and so that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to start off, just because it's only one, I'm going to start off with Alabama, because I'm licensed in Alabama, and they only have one down payment assistance program. It's called the Alabama Step Up program. So the thing with down payment assistance, this is around the board. You do have to qualify for it. Just because you qualify to purchase a home does not necessarily mean you qualify to utilize down payment assistance. So depending on the program, depending on the actual down payment assistance program, you would have to ask your lender about that. But I want to break down just a few of them. So for Alabama, you need a 640 credit score to get qualified for Alabama Step Up program, and it only covers your down payment. So whatever your down payment is, that's what it's going to cover. So say your down payment is $5,250, then they will give you the $5,250 to cover the down payment. One of the stipulations is your debt to income ratio has to be under 45%. And that's a little tough for most people, because that would be someone that doesn't have hardly any debt. Because again, if you didn't see if you weren't on my home buying seminar, I broke down debt to income and how it works. And so I'm not going to dive into it too deep today, because it does take some time to explain, and it's easier for you to see it versus me trying to just talk about it. So if you have questions or you want to see an example, just DM me and I'll send you one. But your debt to income ratio has to be under 45%. So if you're someone that has like student loans, you got car payments, personal loans, it's going to be a little harder for you to qualify, because that's not allowing you to have hardly any debt. So that knocks a lot of people out. And then, you do have to have a 640 credit score. Okay, that's for the Alabama Step Up program. Is all over Alabama. That's the only one that I know of, and I've talked to a few lenders down there. So at this moment, that's the only one available for my clients in Alabama. So as far as Georgia does have multiple different down payment assistance programs. The most common one that people use is Georgia Dream. Because it does not make you stay in a certain spot. So with Georgia Dream, if you want to live in Clayton County, you can. You want to go to Fulton, you want to go to Spalding. You can't go to Cobb. So it's a few counties that do not qualify, but for the most part, most of them do go ahead and qualify for down payment assistance. But then they have other down payment assistance programs. So you can have like Atlanta Housing Authority is a down payment assistance program. You have Invest Atlanta. That's another one. I know of Invest DeKalb is another one. Of course, Invest DeKalb, you have to live in DeKalb County. Invest Atlanta and Atlanta Housing Authority, you have to be inside of the city of Atlanta. And for, I believe both of them will not let you purchase a home in the zip code 30349, simply because that is considered, some of that's College Park. So depending on what your map says, or depending on the postal service, it could be College Park or it could be Atlanta. So since it's a difference, most of them won't pay for 30349. So I always tell people that, because it's usually a lot of homes that are really nice, but that zip code doesn't count. The stipulations for those are all different. So you would have to reach out to me individually, and I can connect you to a lender to explain the different stipulations for the down payment assistance. I don't believe Georgia Dream was given $15,000, but I don't think they're doing that anymore. I think it's down to where it may be like $7,500 or $5,000. So it's not as much as it used to be when I first got into business. So just reach out to me if you have specific questions about it. And I will definitely, if I don't have the answer, I'll definitely find out. So let's explain. I want to dive a little bit deeper into the down payment assistance in this market that we are currently in. So in Alabama and Georgia, in both places and in both of the areas that I'm trying to service in both of the states, they're all in the seller's market. And I believe that's probably happening nationwide, simply because the interest rates are so low. So every deal I closed last year, all of my clients had a 2-point-something interest rate, every one of them. And so when you get interest rates that low, everybody wants to purchase, right? Everybody wants to purchase. Because when I got in business, they were like 4.7, 4.8, and we thought, oh my gosh, I'm hearing they've never been this low. This is crazy. And so everybody, we were thinking people want to purchase. But now that they're half of what they were when I started my business, everybody wants to purchase. So you're in a market and you have to realize it's way more buyers than it is sellers. It's way more people that are ready, willing, and able to purchase a home than people that are ready, willing, and able to sell their home. It's supply and demand. It's what we learned in economics class. So with that being said, what I like to tell my clients, and I don't want you to think I'm trying to deter you from down payment assistance, but if you've been watching my page, I'm really big and I'm trying to focus on letting people be financially literate, having financial literacy. That's what I'm really wanting people to realize this year, and from here on out, that's what I really want to promote. So this is the deal with most down payment assistance programs. When you get those, they do have stipulations, like some of them say you can't move for 5 years, you can't rent the property out, you have to live in it as your primary residence at least for 5 years. If you renege or you have to sell it or you default and it goes under foreclosure, they're going to require that you give them their money back. But the other thing is, and I haven't did a Georgia Dream loan. I probably only did one. And that was back in 2018. So I have not, to my knowledge, like right now, I can't think of me doing another one. But they have their own set interest rate. So it doesn't matter if you get Georgia Dream and you have a 660 credit score, or you get Georgia Dream and you have an 800 credit score. their interest rate is the same for everybody. That's just the interest rate for the program. And I know at one point, I want to say it was 3.75. We're going to say that that's what it was. It could have changed because, again, I haven't done them in a while. And back when I did it, it was like 5.25 2 years ago. So it has went down, but it's still higher than the industry standard interest rate that most people are getting, which is the 2 point something percent. So when I really broke down the math and I seen an example, people are like, oh, well, I want down payment assistance. I want down payment assistance. And what you have to realize is that 1% makes a huge difference, guys. Like, it makes a really big difference. And so when I've seen it and I'm like, okay, I have to break this down to people so they'll understand what they're getting themselves into. So say you have, and all of these numbers are fake. Say you qualify for $250,000. Your interest rate is 2.25. And your payment is going to be $1,000 a month, right? That's good. You're like, okay, I'm cool with that. So say you turn around and say, oh, well, I don't have the money for my down payment. I need down payment assistance. They're like, okay, great. You qualify for it, but your interest rate is going to be 3.25 instead of the 2.25. So now they're going to tell you your monthly payment is $1,300 a month. So what in turn happens is you end up paying an extra $300 a month, and you do realize your mortgage is for usually 30 years. So that's for 360 months that you're going to be paying an additional $300. And then you possibly are going to qualify for less house because your interest rate is higher. So if they say, well, you can't really afford the $1,300 a month, you can only afford the $1,000, then that now puts you in a price of your payment. I mean, your purchase price may be $220,000 versus the original $250,000 that you would have gotten if you utilized your own money. So what I explain to people, I'm like, if you do that math and let the lender show you, and they will show you the interest rate difference. If you are paying an additional $300 a month or whatever that case may be, because it is more. If you're paying an additional $300 a month for 30 years and all these people gave you were $5,000, and now you do that math and you done paid them $72,000 or something ridiculous for the $5,000, was it even worth it? It wasn't. So I always say, if you can utilize your own money, I would definitely try to save my own money, whatever it takes. If you gotta stop spending money eating out, even though I'm looking at my bag, I'm finna eat when I get off on here because I didn't cook. But stop eating out. If you need to turn off your cable, whatever it takes for you to save some money, sell off some stuff that you're not utilizing in your house, I would definitely say come up with your own down payment. The other disadvantage of it is, again, we're in a seller's market. So down payment assistance programs usually take a minimum of 45 days to close. If you use a traditional loan, you utilize your own funds, then you can usually close in 21 to 30 days. So if you are in a seller's market and it's way more buyers than it is sellers, that means it's a lot of people looking at the same property. If they get 20 offers and your offer is the one that says I need 45, 50 days to close, and everybody else's offer said I can close in 20 days, which one would you pick? And so I always explain that. I say it's going to take a little longer because I have to disclose it. I can't lie and say, I can't not say you're getting down payment assistance, because if I put on the contract that you can close in 30 days, and I know you can't close in 30 days, the contract will give us 8 days. Like, they have to give us an additional 8 days, but after that they don't. So that will put you at 38 days. And if they say I'm not waiting any longer, then the seller gets to keep your earnest money. And I'm not in the business to get anybody's money took. So I'm not going to lie on the contract and say you can close earlier than you really can, because it's not factual, and then it's putting your money on the line. And I'm not in business to make anybody lose any money, because usually if you're getting down payment assistance, that means you need help with some money. So I do always try to tell people that, not to be a discouraging factor, not to deter you, but again, I'm trying to be real big on financial literacy. So when I seen the difference of how much it was costing people when they utilize those programs, I was like, okay, I gotta tell them, because I would be, that wouldn't be fair for me not to say it. Now, if you still want to use it, by all means, call me. I'll help you. Like, without a doubt, I'm gonna help you find a house. But I'm gonna tell you up front, it may take us a little longer to get someone to accept our offer, because it is going to take a little longer for you to be able to close. So let's make sure that you're in position to look for a little while longer until we get somebody that's willing to wait. Some people are willing to wait. Like, if they're getting a house built, they can wait, So hopefully this makes sense. It is a lot better if you can see the numbers and you can see what I'm actually talking about. But again, it is in Alabama. You got your Alabama Step Up program, and I do have lenders. I have partnered with three. I got 3 lenders that is licensed in Alabama, and I know 2 of them are licensed in Georgia. I was trying to find people that were licensed in both. That way, I can just send, work with the same people all over the place. So I do have some lenders. They're ready. They are like, Labrisha, who you got? So if you ready, I know minimum scores, even for the down payment assistance in Georgia, is going to be 640. So you will need a 640 credit score in order to qualify. So if you don't have the 640, do reach out to me. Let's see. We might need to get you in some credit repair. I am going to be, I don't think I'm going to show you how to do it yourself. I was finna say that, but I think that would not be factual. So I'm not going to show you how to repair your own credit. But it is a lot of places that'll show you how to repair your own credit. It does take time. So be mindful that it takes time and it's not an overnight process. But if you're struggling with student loan debt, you got credit issues, whatever the case may be, whatever is hindering you from moving forward and purchasing, just reach out to me and let's try to come up with a game plan. I'm real big on coming up with a plan. You got to have a plan. So let's, write it out, make it plain, and all that good stuff. And so that's pretty much it for today on down payment assistance. I said this is going to be short. It ended up not being short. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. I hope everyone understood what I was saying. I hope it was not discouraging to anyone. And I hope you guys enjoy these every week. I enjoy getting on here talking to you guys and giving you guys some new insight. So stay tuned. I may be incorporating something else. Adding that to exceptionally, like I added a transaction coordinator. I've never had one before. So that's something I've added this year, 2021. I foresee myself being busy. Like, y'all, I've been, like, my head be hurting by the end of the night. So yeah, I am super duper excited. I do not have a real talk portion today. I didn't have one. I'm going to talk one day about just strictly financial literacy, and I'm going to actually have somebody come on here and talk to us about it, because I do want us to be better as a community, as a people, to be more financially literate and, understand what we're doing and what all these things mean, because we're quick to agree to some terms and conditions and not understand what they actually mean. So I am going to get somebody to come on here and talk to us and give us some insight and help us to be able to be better and do better with our finances and all of that good stuff. So yes, hopefully starting February you'll be able to hear from some people. I gotta make sure they'll come on and talk. I haven't asked them yet, so I'm just gonna pray that they're gonna say yeah. Like, just get on here and talk for a minute. So yeah, I am super duper excited. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. I will be around if you need me. You can feel free to call me. I actually put my calendar link in the description of this video. So if you want to schedule a like quick 15-30 minute consultation with me, or you just need to ask me some questions, go ahead and get on my calendar. And that's that. And so it's going to be great. I hope you guys are feeling good, looking good, and all that good stuff. And so if you need me, call me, and I'll be around, okay? And that's it. That's it, and that's all. That's all, folks. So yeah, have an amazing rest of your week, and thank you for watching Labrisha with Exceptionally. Bye, guys.